They get millions of dollars, and they get one little $240,000 one. Now they call me. They didn't call me over the $1 million ones. Today, we went to say farewell to Portland. That was our trophy property. I need you to like. What do they call it now? Angry like? Smash the like button. Yeah, smash it, man. At least that's what Rafal wants you to do. If we get a lot more likes, then Rafal can do a lot more videos. That's the way it works. It's simple. Or dislikes too, right?
That's right.
We are at the Portland Apartments, which we have owned for approximately, how many?
3 years.
3 years, 2 or 3 years, you don't even know. And we have sold it. It was a wonderful trophy asset. We enjoyed the time we spent here, but now the market went up, we took our profit, and we moved on. Question is, where are we moving on to? Let's go check it out.
So we're at the Portland Apartments in downtown St. Petersburg. It's a 68 unit affordable housing community. This is open to all ages. As long as you're over 18, you can rent here. But what we have is we have income restrictions. So that means that nobody over 60% of the area median income is allowed to live here. So they have to make less than around $35,000, $36,000 a year. And if you make less than $36,000 a year, then you're allowed to live here because this rent has a cap on it. We can't charge more than a certain amount. So this is an affordable housing community. If this was an open market housing community, the one bedrooms here would go for $1,400, $1,300 a month plus utilities. Right now they go for about $750, $800 a month.
What happened to the, what's up with the carpet?
I mean, it's, you know.
Why is it dark there? Is that the light? That much light?
Somebody stained it. It's been stained.
No, somebody tried to dye it, it looks like.
Tried to dye it. It was probably a water spill right here.
Wait a minute. This carpet is 2 different colors and it's the same carpet. You had a flood? When did you have a flood? This carpet is not acceptable. Hi, how are you? Oh, sorry. I mean, this carpet is totally not acceptable. I don't understand, how is it perfectly divided the line between this color and that color?
This is a shadow. Look, that's a shadow.
Yeah, but is the whole thing a shadow? Hey, miss, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Am I crazy, or is that side dark and this side's light and it's the same carpet?
Yeah, it's a shadow.
It's a whole shadow? That much? It's weird. All right, thank you. It's a shadow?
It's a shadow, I told you.
That much?
Yeah, look, because you got these lights that come off the wall.
Oh, now it's something extra. Well, you could shadow this whole hallway.
All right, you guys want to see the real estate with a big 68-unit multi-family apartment complex in the heart of downtown St. Pete, how it runs, and all the different mechanical system that it takes to run this building? This is the elevator room. So these are 2 new elevators, all electronic, all computerized, no real mechanical equipment, all built by Dyson Crump. These ones we've never had any issues with. They're brand new. They run very well.
If something goes, is it expensive to repair?
You have a contract. Always have an elevator contract. That way, if something does break, they're responsible for it. There's different levels of contracts that you can get. There's a gold, there's a platinum, there's a silver. Depending on how new your elevator is, that's what kind of level you want to go with. So if you have a newer elevator, maybe go with the cheap one, because not that many things are going to break. If you have an older elevator, go with the best contract you can. That way everything's going to be covered under that contract that breaks. You know, vandalism's never covered, stuff like that. But elevator contracts are very important, because if you don't have a contract, it can cost you a lot of money in repairs. And always check to make sure stuff has a modernization. Every 10 or 15 years, elevators have to be modernized and brought up to code. So always check with your elevator company to make sure that your elevator is modernized. He put an elevator in his beach house. It turned out very nice that it worked, but I think there were some issues with the inside.
Tell me when you got in it, just no wait.
All right, let's roll.
What's the story with all these ACs?
68 ACs on the roof for all the apartments. So this is the compressor for every single unit in this building. There's 68 units in this building. You got 68 compressors, plus the hallways have
I don't
one.
think it's 68. One,
Go ahead,
two,
you count
three, 4, 5. He's right. There's about 75 or 80
And
ACs on his roof right now.
We got the big one over there that controls the hallways. Then you got these big motors that look like jet engine turbine. If there's a fire or anything like that, then this sucks all of the smoke out of the building, out of the hallways.
Isn't that just to keep the air fresh in the hallway?
No, this is for the fire. If there's a fire, this activates and sucks all the smoke out
Oh
of
shit! It's this right here, the water thing?
This is the AC for the hallways. This is the top floor of this building. There's also an AC in there. When I showed you those vents upstairs, these vents open in case of a fire, and all the smoke is pulled out of these stairways in case of a fire, so that you have clean exit to get out.
So the patio needs new, needs some fresh furniture. You know, but that's good in a way because it means people are using it. You know, this furniture, you buy this shit cheap now.
The problem is you have to spend a lot of money. You have to spend 4 or 5
You
grand.
can buy that whole
on
set
this
dirt
stuff.
cheap.
Yeah,
And
you
just when it
can.
gets, how long has it been here? How much you want to bet that shit has been here since the place was new? I bet money on
Yeah,
it.
and what I'm going to tell you is
That
they
shit
bought
lasted
high
11
quality
years.
stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell
That
you.
ain't high quality.
It was high quality. Yes, I can tell because this is all
11
metal
years
on the
ago.
inside. It's not rusted.
Anyway, how much is a new patio set? $500, $600?
You buy it from Amazon and then it'll be broken in
I can't
6
believe you
months.
guys. It's hard to believe you sold the building.
This way.
Which way?
I want to go through the...
It's hard to believe that you sold somebody a building like patio furniture like that. I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself. You got no class.
No, none.
Nobody ever cleans up here either. Needs a paint job.
This is the community room for the property. So we also, this is a tax credit property, so we're required by the LURA to have certain amenities in the apartment complex, such as computers. We're required to have 1 per 50, so we have to have 2 since it was 68. We're required to have 100 books in here as a library. We're required to have an area where they can come and do activities. We had to do financial training here. We had to do an after-school program, homework help, and different programs with the residents as part of our LURA, our land use restriction agreement. So that's what happened in this room. We actually had a community director who facilitated all these programs and different things, and we gave a little bit of break on our rent.
But the thing is, if it's a corporate versus somebody owning a bunch of Wendy's, a different story. You know, it's like if a guy owns 100 of them, that's strong. If a guy owns 2 or 3, you know,
That's what I was saying. Remember,
you can find out and then offer him a 7.5 cap. Well, don't hurt them. It doesn't hurt to make offers. You're not spending no money. You're not doing no risk. You got nothing to risk by making offers. Don't be afraid to say, hey, you know, send somebody an LOI for 7.5. He may not sell it 7.5. Maybe he'll sell it 7, 7.25. You know what 7? You know what a 6 cap is even? A 6 cap today leveraged is like over 15% of your money.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Cash on cash, right? Talking about.
Yeah, your money's invested, so you know it's pretty good. You clicked in and caught it.
Good elevator.
Yeah, new shit.
New, brand new.
Late model. This is the newest building we ever owned. Not counting the one he built that ain't really finished yet.
It has a CO.
And Little Ben's exact words, whenever what it was, you overpaid. Why did you buy that building? I said, because it's a trophy asset. It's built in 2011? 11. You only owned a building at the time, really? How long you own this place?
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years? You know, right in the heart of downtown St. Pete. And here's the gym. Big screen TV.
So, one of the things we did in order to save money at this property was, since now cable is so expensive, we installed an HD antenna for the cable in here. So that way we get all the channels that are for free out there in our community gym. And it doesn't cost us a dime. It costs us a
How
one-time
come
fee
you
of
don't have it in your house?
$30. And
How come you don't have it in your house?
because it's limited channels, but it's enough channels to watch while you're supposed to be working out.
How much was that?
$60.
Do me a favor, order, does it have to be that big? I need one for my boat, because I'm not paying DirecTV for the fucking satellite dish. Fuck that satellite bullshit. You know, how much is that?
$60.
Oh, the bigger it is, the bigger the signal?
The better the signal.
This is wireless, right?
Yeah, well, it's got a wire to it, but yes, it's wireless.
But my phone has to be able to give it.
Phone? This is not for internet. This is for TV service.
You don't need no internet
You remember
connection.
the rabbit ears back in your day?
Yeah.
This is the new rabbit ears.
So you don't need no internet connection.
No internet connection, nothing. This is the new rabbit
The
ears.
government said that so many TV stations had to stay in a certain wave zone, right?
Right, exactly. Well, you're going to be upset with this thing. I'm going to let you know right now. Because if you're moving, this doesn't
Shit,
work.
I don't even, in Aaron's reveal, it gets YouTube TV.
When you're moving, that's on the internet. But if you're moving,
Yeah.
this doesn't work.
Sure?
I know, because if I start moving this thing right now,
Let's
it's
see.
not going to work.
Let's see. Turn it on.
Turn it on. Look at that. The control scene is still here. That's a good building with the remote control.
Nobody watches TV anyway. There's not one thing worth watching on TV. You watch the bullshit news, maybe some crime channels.
All right, here we go. We're on the boat. Whoa.
Hey, how far can you walk? Walk as far as you can.
Walk. We're on the boat. We're on the ocean. The waves. It's frozen. Look.
Up, did it freeze up? Yeah, it freezes up.
Waves.
So you're about 10 feet or 12
We're
feet.
near a window. You're going to be out in the open air, so it might work.
Basically, you spent no money on the improvements of this property because it was so
we
new.
painted it.
We painted the outside of the building. How much was that?
painted it. We painted this
Yeah,
clubhouse.
we did a lot of painting. So how much you spend in painting?
We, like 150 grand.
150 grand in painting. What else have you done? What else have you done in this place? It was my idea to put the tint in the windows where the elevators are at because everybody cried it was so hot in there and we're burning up the AC.
We bought a bunch of weights.
So I tinted the windows and that solved that problem.
We bought a bunch of weights.
We bought weights, they keep stealing. Yeah, let me take this home. I like this weight. I'm gonna go home and play with it. Yeah. I don't need to go to the gym anymore. I'll just stay in my apartment.
Radio. We put a radio in here.
I mean, you know, it's affordable housing, a newer building, it's great. Soap dispenser work, let's see.
out.
And they got the kind, Happy has a kind with no bags anymore or some shit. Right now it's COVID.
You can't even find the replacement.
But then you need to put some in here.
All right, so here we have the storage rooms that we would rent out. They're like cages, like dog kennels that we'd actually rent out because there's not a lot of space in the unit. So people need that extra space. So here we rent out storage rooms. How many cages do we have here, Julio? Well, like 12 cages. So 12 cages, an extra $45 a month. You know what I mean? So that's what this little room brings in. About 6 to 7 grand a year. So if you have an extra space in your building and you feel like you could put some cages in and rent some space to some people, it's a revenue stream. And that's the way you generate extra revenue, especially on affordable housing properties, because you're not allowed to charge extra rent. So you find different things to charge for, and that way you can make some extra revenue.
Build some more. I think we should start doing that to every apartment building we got. We should have made them kennels. And the manager of maintenance could babysit people's dogs while they're at work, or the cats.
I mean, today,
We could have made
nowadays,
this
I
a
hate
kennel.
to tell you, you're not far off, because today, nowadays, that would probably be a big thing. In an A+ community to have on-site pet sitting, you know, daily pet sitting.
There you go.
You know, so that whole new flex space
I
type of
don't
living.
want to do it with kids,
You
just
know,
pets.
You know, no kids, no daycare. We've done daycare.
We've done daycare.
We've done
Not
daycares.
operated it, but we've rented to it.
We rented to it on the property. So he's right. I mean, that's a great idea.
All right.
You know, on-site
Next
pet
building we
sitting.
get, put in kennels.
There we go. Let's
And make
do
the
it.
manager of maintenance pet sit. Every hour they gotta go check the pets. The walls were this color when we bought it, weren't they? Here we go with the two. Look at that. We have what you call magnetic LED two-tone carpeting. It almost looks like 3 colors. Bad signal. Hello. What are you on? I'm out in the street. Out in the street. Oh my God, you're impossible. You're as tricky as your boss is. You play the shell game constantly. Anyway, do me a favor. You got something that's $656 taxable. It's in corporates. You know, then at least buy me. When's it coming out? Can I buy $1 million right now? What's my rock bottom price? So my risk is somewhere 20%. That's it. The fund that's coming out at 6 point, how much? 5, 6, you said? All right, I'm gonna start recording our conversations. Oh my God, just talking to people that manage your money is a job in itself. Investing money that's sitting around right now with no return on it, zero. Losing money every day. The next banker. The property was managed by Julio.
Yours truly.
Okay, you know how many hours it took him to manage this building? 1 hour a day at best, maybe 2. How many hours a day?
I was here the whole day.
I know you were here the whole day, but how many hours does it really take for somebody to come in here and work this building? How many hours? Half a day. So basically, he got paid double because he only worked half the time he needed to. So the people that bought the building, they wanted to know, okay, who takes care of the landscaping? Manny. Who takes care of the janitorial? Manny. Who takes care of the maintenance? Manny. Who takes care of watching over the place security? Manny. 4 different jobs in one man. Anything else you? All right, we're selling this place, so let's get out of here.
Yeah, good. And if I got a ticket, you're in trouble.
You didn't get no ticket. Bus stop only. Are you a bus? Well,
No.
you look like one, but you don't qualify.
Look, a ticket.
This is a check that he wrote for the dry cleaners, a personal expense. I changed his goddamn diapers. Now I gotta wash his fucking clothes. I tell you, some people just ain't never satisfied. They're greedy.
You don't pay my cleaning bill either if you want to get into a fight.
Says
my guess.
equity management, dry
Okay.
cleaners
All right.
at the 199 store, $109.70.
So what do you think happens to all the profits that
Oh.
the two apartment complexes make?
Yeah,
Goes into equity.
Yeah.
Equity gets all that money.
Now I see why we're losing $1 million a month.
Yes, I'm losing $1 million a month because of my $109 dry cleaning bill for a month worth of clothes.
A week.
And I went to the cheapest dry cleaner in the area. You can't even go to a cheaper dry cleaner. The $199 dry cleaner.
Adios, amigos.